What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we're doing an account tune-up for one of our tier 3 subscribers, our alphas, Langgaard. So we got to take a look at his account. He needs a little bit of assistance deciding on which hero to go for, etc. He is in the very early game of Void campaign. We're probably going to try to push into Void campaign and Aspen a little bit today, but we do have a lot of heroes. They are V4, and we are heavily invested, it looks like, into a Fairy Queen Vesa. One thing that I immediately see on this account that needs to be built is a Jahra. I mean, Jahra is the key to just about everything. But then again, different heroes in this list are better for different things because, you know, some of them are really good at Sea Land, which, you know, going for your Scarlet Queen Halora with the main power could be the best option here. I would not be against potentially using some of our saved up like soul symbols to regress heroes, make progression, and then swap them back or whatever. There does seem to be a decent amount of resources being saved up overall. Not going to be able to really participate in Chinese New Year, it looks like, but you do have Star Spawn cores, and you're pretty much on your way, over halfway to the next Transcendence hero. I do think Jahra will be the pick. Let's take a look and see what artifacts we have on these heroes to start with. We already have upgraded Demon Bell. We have some solid picks up in here. I love the melodic on the Star Swordsman Mockman. We have another Ambi. Wow. So we have two upgraded Ambis. Probably something you did in the old days when Ambis were the GG defensive artifacts, and now it's gone back to crowns with the crazy high scaling we've got going on here. We have another upgraded Demon Bell, which is awesome. A Punisher. I don't see any Rui right off the bat, which leads me to believe that you're not really ready, I guess, for the Jahra, but technically, you got one Rui right there. Do you have any chest is the next question. We got one chest here. We got one. Okay. I mean, getting artifacts seems to be a very quick process nowadays. I would say your next best bet is to go for some sort of Jahra energy feed situation. I mean, as you guys know, that'll definitely help in Gate of the Void here, which we are where? We're into Fire. Yeah, you should be able to push into Vanquisher very easily if you get that Jahra. The other thing is, Vesa might not be the best bet for all your power right now, because it's really going to depend on where you want to go. He says, I'm so stuck on 113 in Void campaign, which is kind of crazy because you guys remember our account, our main free-to-play account. We've already beaten all of Chapter 1, and we only had 2 Transcendence heroes, and that really comes down to all the power being on Star Swordsman Mockman. Just a guy you need to have super powerful, and you need that tree power invested into him. Essentially, we need to take a lot of this power and convert it over to him. This is okay. Spreading out on the branches isn't really my favorite thing to do. If you are going to try to prioritize Star Swordsman Mockman as your main hero, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to definitely go for the first tree branch, and you're going to want to go for the third tree branch first, because these give the best benefits to you overall. And he's going to absolutely crush it round 1 with the melodic strings you have. He's going to get you a ton of progress. Now, of course, Jahra, like I said, is probably the best pick, and working on a splendid Rui, because you guys have seen what she does in all of our main channels Void campaign, and that's actually going to be our third hero we build on our free-to-play as well. Artifacts wise, like I said, we're kind of a little too invested in Augustus Magic Balls. I almost wish there was another splendid Demon Bell. But you have some decent offensive artifacts. You have a couple defensive ones. And this is really where you have to take it with a grain of salt. If you're going for Aspen Dungeon Progress, like, we can take a look at it today and see how we can do. Let's see. Yeah, we got speed, crit. I'd love that to be more of a speed attack one right there. We're going to go with that type of setup for her. Skill damage, I don't particularly like on her. We're definitely going to want damage reduction here. Let's take a look at our other heroes and our other options here. I need that Demon Bell. Yeah, that Demon Bell needs to remove over here. If we're going to try to do an Aspen Dungeon run, we need that on you. Going to stick to Control Purify on him. We're going to try to run you. Oh man, this one's difficult. He's gonna be way too slow for probably a lot of purgatory. So we're gonna have to rely on him just to have a huge crit here or there, and then I really want another Augustus Magic Ball here. So let's do this. Let's remove this. Let's run you with a crown, actually. Let's run you with an AMB. You have a speed stone, you don't. Feels bad. We'll just run speed enables here. Yeah, always go with like purify. I'm not a fan of resilience. That's a very old school way to run heroes, essentially. Let's also throw on damage reduction here, and then we can run the queen too. We can kind of just put whatever on her. She's not really going to be used. So let's see if we can make any type of progress. I don't know exactly what level we are stuck on here, but we'll find out pretty quickly. 5 demon potions, so yeah, I was gonna say Purgatory 1 sounds like what it is. And yeah, this Vesa should be able to take a lot of these waves out very early on. Vesa is extremely strong, which is why Vesa and Sword Flash are gonna be your 2 goals to get like to Purgatory 50 and maybe even 100. This one is a problem though. This one is most definitely an issue. We might be able to get a kill here. I hate Machman in this game mode because he counts as a frontline hero, and it is so triggering. We should have actually put Purify for Mark for our Sword Flash, but none of our power, none of our households are on Sword Flash. This is a really rough situation, and we're pretty much all in on the Vesa. The problem with that being is and Raw Waves have the potential to completely wreck our Vesa. And really, unless your heroes are the main householders, and even at this point, like, she can still die to, like, Sigmund here, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, you can see what you mean. It's very difficult. Honestly, this game mode is 100% all about just investing in one hero at a time, having one supercharged, overpowered hero, and having all your sublimations kind of set up. Right now, we have level 30 to 40 here. 15, yeah, the big thing that's weakening your account is probably going to be your Cloud Island. So any events that you can get Cloud Island resources are going to be a huge help to you. And then we have to also talk about Void campaign. Interesting. Let's actually change this back up because I don't mind running a very offensive artifact on him and just going like back to a crown here. We only have 5 Transcendence, so we're not getting the aura, which is, again, kind of annoying. Let's see what we can do, because you actually do have a 4 times multiplier, which is really awesome. Let's try to run something kind of like this. And let's go with the Phoenix. Hopefully it's maxed out. We don't have any cores. Let's see how this does. Because honestly, backline melodic strings on your Star Swordsman Machman should be amazing, so long as he can go fast enough. And that he has enough damage. And again, this is where it's talking about. If you want to go for Void campaign progress, you need to put like all of your power into that Star Swordsman Machman. But then that makes other game modes like Aspen Dungeon not obtainable unless you're constantly swapping the power back and forth. You can kind of see how this can be a problem. Versus our V3, Star Swordsman Machman just utterly obliterating these waves. So you have to decide what game mode you want the progress on. Otherwise, what you could also do here is once you do build that Star Wing Jahra, she can be amazing with running like 2 targets with those Splendid Demon Bells to give a huge round 1 active for CC. That'll help you a ton as well if you don't want to change the power away from the Vesa just yet. We can probably change the Purify here. I want to just see if we can get past a couple stages for him. The Vesa might be strong enough in combination with this Queen. This Vesa active is going to slap pretty hard here. Oh, we didn't quite kill anybody. So let's do something real quick. Since we are on this wave here, we need to go to Dot Purify. Let's get the Dot Purify on everybody. Dot Purify here, Dot Purify here, and that might give us a little bit more time to get going here. The other options, we could use 2 of those Splendid Demon Bells to try to feed some energy into Star Swordsman Machman, since he is like the slowest on our team. Queen being tanky. I'm hoping we can get you to an active. Maybe we should put you in the front row. We really want to get an active out of the Vulcan. Nah, he does die end around to all those dots still. Wow, we just died instantly into that one, which felt really bad. And yeah, it seems like the Vesa might not be strong enough with all those incoming attacks. I can see where the struggle is here. I definitely can. And it really comes down to the Star Swordsman Machman really just not doing enough damage for this account. Oof, man, so much damage on that Vulcan. Maybe I should put him in the front row and put Vesa in the back. Yeah, he did survive though, so he's going to get a big active right there. That was actually really huge because there's only one Cthulhu left, and really Cthulhu's the big issue for the Vesa. Can we win this one? Oh, we stayed alive, but it's going to be too many dots. Oh, it's so close. My goodness. Let's try putting you in the front row and stagger them a little bit. Of course, missing your 6 Transcendence kind of sucks because you're missing the aura, but you guys can see the comparison. We had an Aspen and a Star Swordsman Machman on our free-to-play versus this one here that has a lot more Transcendence heroes, but we're investing heavily into those heroes. We're not going wide. We're taking all of our Stellar Stars and everything and pumping it into 1 or 2 heroes. That way we can make some of the best progression. Man, we just need better actives. That simply comes down to it right here. Maybe what we should do is make a stronger Vulcan. And go, let's try a different strategy real quick. So here's what I want to do. Still want you to be tanky and strong. Let's take this off. I kind of want to put this over here. And run you with like Balanced Strike. Oh wait, I did not even check these guys here. Let's go for damage reduction. And crit chance. That should be solid. What's your crit sitting at? 55, that's not bad. And then come down here and we'll just throw a Demon Bell on her. So let's see if that little change there is enough to let our Vulcan kind of take the number 2 spot, survive, and have a decent amount of healing too. Yeah, see, not getting the chases, not having those extra attempts and everything on the Machman is rough. Yeah, our Queen does go down, but Vulcan should survive to a strong round 2 active, which is more important. He does get some CC off there, which is cool. We might be able to do this. Yeah, right there. Vulcan, like I said, a tanky Vulcan on early game accounts like this with a crown, but also Balanced Strike can be a very lethal combo. The only downside here is this account has literally like no CC whatsoever. We need to come on and get some CC on our heroes, CC removal, because the Vulcan active would be gigantic for us. Of course, there's twines, there's stuns. Very annoying. All right, let's go back through our heroes here. Let's get Control Purify, get this across the board. Yeah, that's the best option there. Let's go again. Hopefully we can get some actives off and do some huge damage. The whole team attacking before our Star Swords Machman feels pretty bad. We might try to speed him up if possible. Okay, we're gonna need a big active here from Star Swords or Vulcan. Vulcan is just so much fun. You can kind of see like a Machman and Vulcan pretty evenly geared up. Kind of does something similar. Let's see, can we go any faster on you? Speed seems to be the issue. I think we need to potentially go for a Speed Stone. And honestly, I kind of want to just unlock a secondary stone here for you. And let's re-roll and try to get a good speed stone. Don't want speed HP. Don't want speed HP. We definitely want speed attack or speed crit. Hopefully we can find that real quick and not waste too many resources here. Speed precision is a little secondary. That's not horrible. It's not great either. But as you guys have seen, speed is key. Let's do a few more. If we don't hit it, we'll just stick with the speed precision. Oh, we could have gone with holy skill damage too, but nah, we really need the speed right now. It's a lot of damage, but again, we're going for a speed stone right now. Oh, we just passed up so many good ones, but because we need the speed. Oh, wait, hold on. because we need the speed, we had to pass them up. Like right now, the speed is key because otherwise we just don't even get an attack off. And we're not strong enough on this account to not just instantly die. There we go. He gets an active off. That is kind of what we need to happen. And then we need a good round 2 active to come out too. Vulcan, I'm going to need you to do something big here, buddy. That's pretty big. Getting twine kind of sucks, though. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, can we still win with the Vesa? Oh, we didn't get crit, so we didn't get extra energy for an active. We did get the kill there, though, and it looks like we can get a W here, potentially. So you guys can see, speed is kind of an important stat. It's kind of important. Hopefully we get an attack off before their actives. Oh, they are tanky. These actives really scare me. Oh, man, we're procced. I think we got the W, though. I think we do. I think we do. Adding the Vesa in, or not the Vesa, adding in a Jahra in would definitely, I think the takeaway here is when to build a Jahra on an account. And this is kind of like the definition of when to do it almost. Let's see how this goes. Using ping damage this early on too from all these Transcendents, so that it's doing a decent amount of damage to soften them up. Alright, Vulcan, show me what you can do. You're my favorite hero right now for a reason. That was a little not so impressive though of damage. Oh, we lost the queen there too. We got the Amun-Ra shield. So you can kind of get the drift. I'm not going to push too much further. We need to get him past the stage he was stuck on, but this kind of shows you guys that if you took the power away from the Vesa and either invested it in the Vulcan or the, more importantly, the Mockman, you'd be in a much better spot. So this is the prime example when a Jahra is needed. You already have the energy feed. You're working on the receptors. It is time. So let me know what you guys think. Hopefully this helps you guys out if you're in a very similar situation. And I'll see you guys next time.